ورثة الأنبياء، لأن هذه الأمة لا نبي فيها بعد خاتم النبيين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. مرحبا بكم. Welcome you all. This is our new lesson, or our first lesson rather, in which we're going to be studying Arabic grammar and in general the Arabic language. We're going to be taking from a few different sources, from them a book called Lisan al-Quran, and also the famous Arabic Made Easy book, as well as some of At-Tuhfa As-Sanniya in the explanation of Al-Ajurumiyya. All right, so the first thing we want to begin with, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, is Al-Kalima. All right, we're going to Al-Kalima, Al-Kalimatu. And Al-Kalima means a word. Al-Kalima means a word. And Al-Kalima, it falls into three categories. All right, Al-Kalima, or a word, falls into three categories. And you're going to get a clear picture of where this is going in terms of foundational knowledge when it comes to learning Arabic. All right, so Al-Kalima has aqsam, has categories. And the categories of a word in Arabic, the categories are three. Okay, so the first is ismun. Ismun. Okay, this is the first. The second is fi'lun. Fi'lun. The third is harfun. Okay, so we have ismun, we have ismun, okay, we have fi'lun, and we have harfun. All right, clear? Now, an ism is a noun. Is a noun. So in the Arabic language, words are going to fall under one of these categories. So a noun, of course, is something that describes well, not describes, but it's the name of a person or a place, an animal, a quality, right? Similar in the English language, we know that these things are nouns. People, cities, things, hakada, right? And the next is a fi'l, which is a verb. A verb. And of course, this is an action word, all right? I'm doing something. I'm riding. I'm sitting. I'm eating. I ate. I studied, all right? All these are verbs, action words. And the last is, and we can translate this as a particle. A particle. And a harf is everything that is not a fi'l and is not an ism, a noun, right? So everything that is not a verb and is not a noun, it is a particle. An example of a particle would be like in, like the man is in his home, or on top of, and the like. So a harf is something that you cannot get a complete meaning, or you will not have a meaning without it being accompanied with by a verb or a noun, right? So it's like one of those sit-alone words. It has no meaning unless it's accompanied by a a verb or a noun. Okay, so this is a brief overview uh, in terms of the meaning of al-kalima, which is we'll say a word or the word. So al-kalima in Arabic is divided into three categories: ismun, fi'lun, and harfun. All right, واضح? Is that clear? Okay. Excuse me. Now, we would like to focus on the nouns. Okay, we're not going to deal with the verbs or the particles at this moment. We're going to focus on ismun, and the plural is asma, asma. So we're focusing on asma. We're focusing on nouns. All right. Now, let's go to let's get a clear page here. Okay, so we have ismun. Okay, ismun, just a noun, right? Now, uh, nouns also have classifications. And we can say تقسيمات الاسم الثلاثة. We can say that the nouns, or there are three classification of nouns. All right, so we're going to break the nouns into three parts. Okay? And so it would be a good idea to take notes on this. Once we present these three parts, it should be easy to just memorize them, right? It's kind of like something, if you've studied the Arabic at all, and you kind of know these things already that we're going to go into, but it's kind of a systematic way of retaining this information, right? So we say that uh, the nouns have classification or classifications, and there are three classifications of nouns. Okay, so number one, the first thing we're going to say is nouns will either be ma'rifah, ma'rifatu, it's clear, ma'rifatu, or nakiratu. So nouns in Arabic are either going to be al-ma'rifah, which means definite, or an-nakirah, which is indefinite. Okay, so a noun is either going to be al-ma'rifah or ma'rifah or an-nakirah, the-nakirah. All right, and so definite means, for an example, it is specific, or it is known. And indefinite, of course, is the opposite. It is non-specific, right? And we're going to go into details about identifying when a word is ma'rifah and nakira, and it will make this more clear or clearer. Okay. The next thing is number two. So this is the first. This is the first classification. From the first classification is that the words are going to be either ma'rifah or nakira. And this is number one. Number two, which is the second, is a noun is either going to be مذكر مذكر excuse me, or مؤنث. All right, a word is either going to be مذكر, meaning masculine, or it's going to be al-mu'annath, which is feminine. Okay? Meaning the words are going to be male words or female words. They're going to be masculine or feminine. All right? So we kind of see, do we see where this is going? All right, so words are either going to be definite or indefinite. Words are going to be masculine or feminine. All right, and let's go to the last category, or yes, category. And we can say number 3 here. The words are either going to be mufrad, muthanna, or jam'. Okay, so this means that a noun is either going to be singular, meaning that noun is speaking about one thing, or it's going to be muthanna, which is dual, meaning two, is speaking about two things, or it's going to be plural, speaking about three or more things. And when we say things, we mean it includes people, it includes, so a word in Arabic is going to be a singular word. For an example, kitab is a book. It's speaking about one book, all right? Or it's going to be dual, al-muthanna, kitabani, meaning two books. Or it's going to be al-jam', plural, kutub, three books or more, all right? So we are going to end with this. The next class, we're going to go into details about the first category of these nouns, and this is going into words that are ma'rifah and nakira. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this a benefit. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.